Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dive into the nitty-gritty of corporate filings to see if companies are really walking the walk, or just talking the talk. Let's see if Microbot Medical Incorporated is making moves, or just moving paper. Microbot Medical Incorporated has just dropped its latest report, and it looks like there are some interesting stock option exercises happening that could be a big deal for shareholders. If you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below for more in-depth discussions. So first up, we see details about new preferred investment options called Series J options. These are essentially contracts that give the holder the right to buy company stock at a certain price in the future. On the 29th of September of 2025, the holder of 600,000 of what they call Series H preferred investment options decided to exercise them. This means they bought 600,000 shares of Microbot Medical's common stock at $2.10 per S-share. This exercise generated cash for Microbot Medical Incorporated, and importantly, it also led to the issuance of 600,000 new Series J preferred investment options to that same holder. Think of it like this: they bought shares and got new options as part of the deal. Now, this isn't the end of it. There are still over 1 million more Series H options that are expected to be exercised by mid-October. This means more cash could be coming into the company and potentially more new options being issued. On top of that, the company also issued 30,000 preferred investment options to H.C. Wainwright and Company LLC, known as Wainwright Options. These were issued under a specific exemption from registration requirements, meaning they weren't sold to the public in the usual way. This is pretty common for deals with investment banks or advisors. The report also mentions that the shares of common stock that come from exercising these options are already registered. This is good news for investors because it means these shares can be resolved more easily without running into regulatory roadblocks. Digging a little deeper, we found out that just before these Series J and Wainwright options were issued on the 23rd of September, the company already issued another 374,167 shares of common stock. These came from exercising what are called par options. The exercise prices for these pay options were between $1.875 and $2.6625 per S-share. This exercise brought in about $896,000 in gross proceeds for the company. That is a decent chunk of change for them. Now, about these new Series J and Wainwright options, they are essentially giving the holders the potential to profit if Microbot Medical's stock price goes up. This is a way for the company to raise capital and incentivize partnerships or key stakeholders. The report is dated the 3rd of October 2025. This filing is essentially an update on some important transactions that happened recently. Now, let us get to the bottom line here. Microbot Medical Incorporated is actively exercising options and issuing new ones. This might seem a bit complicated, but what it really means is the company is in a phase of potential growth and capital raising. The exercise of these options brings in cash, which is always a good sign for a company. The fact that existing options are being exercised suggests that the company S stock might be seen as having value by the option holders. Also, the issuance of new options shows the company is still looking for ways to secure funding or reward partners. However, we should also be mindful of dilution. Every time new shares are issued or options are exercised, there is a potential for the ownership stake of existing shareholders to become smaller. It is a balance between raising capital for growth and not diluting existing shareholders too much. The report doesn't give us a lot of direct financial tables here, so it is hard to get a precise picture of their overall financial health from this specific filing alone. We need to look at their broader financial statements to see if this capital is being used effectively. The company's success hinges on its ability to develop and market its medical technologies, so these financial maneuvers are only part of the story. Overall, Microbot Medical Incorporated seems to be strategically managing its capital structure. The key risks here are ensuring that the new capital fuels actual business growth and that the issuance of new options doesn't overly dilute existing shareholders. Investors will want to keep a close eye on how these newly issued options perform and how the company uses the incoming cash. Alright, that is our breakdown of Microbot Medical Incorporated's latest filing. What is your take on these option exercises and what they signal for the company? Future, drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching, see you next time.